Hi, my name is Jay, and this is number 6 in a series of videos presenting evidence for the Book of Mormon. Today's subject is travel and trade. Pearls are mentioned in the Book of Mormon, and pearls and shells were a frequent find in North American burial mounds. They represent evidence of far-ranging trade networks. The Book of Mormon says they had, quote, all manner of fine pearls and of the fine things of the world. The pearls in the fourth picture shown here adorned a warrior's breastplate. This is a remarkable collection of silver and gold coins from Burroughs Cave. These coins match a specific system of coinage used by the Nephites as described in the Book of Mormon. Quote, now the reckoning is thus, a senine of gold, a seon of gold, a shem of gold, and a limnah of gold, a senum of silver, an amner of silver, an esbom of silver, an ante of silver. The senum of silver was equal to a senine of gold, and either for a measure of barley, and also for a measure of every kind of grain. Now the amount of a seon of gold was twice the value of a senine, and the sum of gold was twice the value of a seon. And the limnah of gold was the value of them all. And an amner of silver was as great as 2 senums, and an esbom of silver as great as 4 senums, and ante as great as them all. Now this is the value of the lesser numbers of their reckoning. A shiblon is half of a senum, therefore a shiblon for a half a measure of barley. A shiblum is the half of a shiblon, and a leah is the half of a shiblum. Now this is their number according to the reckoning. Now an antion of gold is equal to 3 shiblons. Unquote. Additionally, here are coins from the Etzenhauer collection. These show a lot of wear. They appear to be 3 esrams, 2 amnors, and 4 senines. Etched in rock, these are mapstones of the Mississippi River system. Shown alongside them is a corresponding paper copy that is easier to read. I would date this map inscription prior to 280 BC on the basis of the Zarahemla region not yet being included. Various sections of the river are marked with dots and dashes, which may be an indication of distance. Distance in the Book of Mormon is always given in the terms of how many days' travel it is. Note the legend correlating to the modern locations. If the dashes were days and the dots were weeks, then that would be a pretty good indication of the actual travel times. In the ocean, at the mouth of the Mississippi Sidon, is a depiction of a ship that may indicate Lehi's arrival or some other. It is not distinct on the first map, but more prominent on the second. Here is a box, axe head, compass, and other artifacts and tools from the Ted Bell collection. Also nails and gears of unknown usage. Machinery is mentioned in the Book of Mormon, which says, quote, and fine workmanship of wood in buildings and in machinery, and also in iron and copper, brass and steel, all manner of tools of every kind. The Nephite civilization used the Great Lakes and the major rivers for travel and trade, especially Lake Superior, because its shores were near huge float copper deposits, and silver is found with the copper. In addition, there were concentrations of iron ore, and this map shows iron ore deposits in the Lake Superior region. Iron ore from the Marquette Range in upper Michigan, remains of an ancient iron axe head clay mold, one of many that have been found in Ohio, magnetite iron ore from Michigan, and an open pit iron mine, also in Michigan, near Lake Superior. The Keweenaw Peninsula and the Isle Royale have the largest deposits of float copper in the world. Map of copper veins in Keweenaw Peninsula, the Isle Royale from the air. It is estimated that 750,000 tons of copper have been mined here for many thousands of years. Michigan half-breed copper include veins of silver. Michigan float copper from the Keweenaw Peninsula. More Michigan float copper from the Keweenaw Peninsula. Ancient miners heated the rock and then rapidly cooled it with water to break it and extract the copper nodules. Copper from the Keweenaw Peninsula is about 90% pure copper. The largest float copper specimen ever found is from the Keweenaw Peninsula. It weighs 28 tons. The stars on this map show the general area for iron deposits. The copper-colored stars show prominent copper locations in general. The green star is the greater area referred to as the land south of the Book of Mormon. which also mentions that timber from the south was shipped north because the Jaredite lands up north had been depleted of timber. Based on the location of Nephite lands, prominent ore deposits, and the locations of the Mississippi, St. Mary's, and Menominee rivers, these are the likely major Nephite trade routes for timber, food, and precious metals. Oh, I almost forgot that gold can be found on the sandy shores of Lake Superior, and many people today mine for it as a hobby. Of course, to transport trade goods required ships. Here is a high-prowed ship apparently depicting a journey of one moon and showing the Big Dipper constellation. This is a ship carving found in Burroughs Cave. Single-masted ship with no oars, single-masted ship with oars, and a fleet of ships. Ship cog found in Burroughs Cave for rigging ropes. Ship petroglyph found at Copper Harbor on the Keweenaw Peninsula. Please like and subscribe, and check out the channel for many other Book of Mormon evidences in North America. Well, that is all for now. Jay.